That's kind of a socialist viewpoint.
Socialist.
Socialism.
A Marxist.
He's a communist.
Socialism. Socialism.
How is Senator Obama not being a Marxist if he intends to spread the wealth around?
Are you joking? Is this a joke?
No.
Would that actually be socialism? Let's have a closer look at this. The common definition of socialism is described quite well at Wikipedia. According to this, socialism refers to a broad set of economic theories of social organization advocating state or collective ownership and administration of the means of production and distribution of goods and the creation of an egalitarian society. Also noteworthy is the relationship between socialism and capitalism. According to Wikipedia, socialists mainly share the belief that capitalism unfairly concentrates power and wealth among a small segment of society that controls capital and creates an unequal society. So, socialism stands in a distinctive contradiction to any kind of capitalism. Marxism, simply said, is one of the key philosophies of socialism and defines it in a rather fundamental way. This quote from the manifesto of the Communist Party, written by Marx and Engels, might give an impression of these ideas. Step by step, the production resources will be centralized by the hand of the state, what will be the organized proletariat forming the leading class. Therefore, despotic interventions in the civil production processes are required. In the most developed countries, these are disappropriation of landed property, a strong progressive tax, abolishment of the right of succession, and on. This is a free translation from the original German text.
What do you say to the people who are concerned that Barack Obama will want to turn America into a socialist country much like Sweden?
Wait, Sweden a socialistic country? Let's see. Sweden describes itself this way. Sweden is a constitutional monarchy in which King Carl XVI Gustav is head of state, but royal power has long been limited to official and ceremonial functions. The nation's legislature is the Swedish parliament, Riksdag, with 349 members. Parliamentary elections are held every 4 years. So constitutional, Sweden isn't a socialistic state. As the same document describes, the Swedish government even shifted towards conservative liberalism. After the 2006 election, 12 years of social democratic government ended when the four alliance parties, the moderates, formerly conservatives, liberals, center, formerly agrarians, and Christian Democrats formed a government. Quoting the homepage of the Swedish government here, this gives clear evidence that although Sweden is a social democracy with a social market economy, close to the German model as well as to many other variants of democracy around the globe, it's definitely not socialistic. The economic system of Sweden is commonly called a social market welfare state. This system is characterized by a strong emphasis on redistribution of welfare through the government, mainly through fiscal policy. Another characteristic of it is a free, private and competing market. Again, quoting Wikipedia here, Sweden's industry is overwhelmingly in private control. Unlike some other industrialized Western countries, such as Australia or Italy, publicly owned enterprises were always of minor importance. Some examples of international successful private companies in Sweden are Volvo, Ericsson, Vattenfall, the leading energy distributor in many European countries, Electrolux and many more. So, from the economical standpoint, Sweden also is far from being socialistic. Finally, let's see if moderate redistribution of wealth by tax policies really would be socialism. We learned that socialism is strongly tied to the ideas of common property and an egalitarian society, as well as to a market that is regulated by the government according to a strict plan of requirements. Redistribution is the core principle of taxing, taking money from every citizen and redistributing it to the common wealth. To find the right balance for all aspects of taxing is a complex effort that every country in the world has to manage, and that really has nothing to do with socialism. So, a moderate shift of the tax rates towards a little advantage for the less advanced finally will not turn the USA into a socialistic country. Then there's this attempt to bring along the socialism by tying Senator Obama to the ideas of Bill Ayers. I think Colin Powell stated this case very clear on Meet the Press.
To suggest that because Mr. Barack Obama had some contacts of a very casual nature, or they sat on a educational board over time, is somehow connected to his thinking or his actions, I think is a terrible stretch. It's demagoguery.